I'm recording this now just because I'm perplexed. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. That might be a little funny. So this is just a very simple, bare-bones simulator of basic computer logic. They just gave me NAND, and I started off with nothing but that. I mean, technically I started off with nothing, but then, I made NAND. I found in one, and I put it in there. It's a button I can activate, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Probably because there's no output yet. I can press either or both or neither of the buttons, and nothing changes. Once again, no out. So I tried putting an out there, and it's on. I press a button, it's still on. Press another button, it's off. Press this button, it's back on. So it's only inactive when both of these, when one of them is, I'm also confusing myself with my phrasing. It is only inactive when both of them are active. If either or neither are inactive, then it's active. I don't know what's happening. But then I got the bright idea to try plugging NAND into NAND. And I checked out the output of that. Oh, oops, that's another in, out one. And this has that effect. I don't know why. Does this just negative the previous? I don't know, man. This is probably supposed to help visualize this stuff for people who have any clue what they're doing, but I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. I have very little idea. I suppose if I want to set a goal for myself, it's maybe to set an OR operation into effect, but I don't even know how I'd know if I succeeded. Is this an OR operation? No, wait. Let's try to make not. That sounds fun. Okay, so, how the hell would I do then? We have two states, on and off. If I want to do a little mini byte sort of thing where a byte is either of these two things in one state, call it 1 or 0, then maybe, I don't know, I feel like I'm trying to reinvent the computer here. How the fuck do I make not? How would I even begin to decide what not means for myself? I mean, this already kind of looks like not in its static position. These are off and it's on. But if even one is on, wait a minute. What if I put in another out? Okay. But that's not what I'm looking for either. A1, B0, or A0, B1 both result in C1, D1. I need A1, B1 in order for C1 and D1 to B0, or C and D to B0. Okay. Can I just hover over this? Okay, yeah, sweet. Backspace works to delete shit, so I don't have to open up a menu every time. Wait, edit. Oh, I can relabel it? What does that do? Outage. Okay, it doesn't do shit that's evident to me. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, it does. Never mind, I'm stupid. Alright. Is there... I don't get it. Alright, let's try something else. instead of plugging those right into NAND, let's go ahead and plug that into an out. Yeah, that's pretty set in stone. That's pretty simple. It doesn't help me though. What if I plug this into NAND? And that into... Oh! What have I done? Okay. Same effect. I got B and A mixed up. Wait. Does the same effect happen even if it's... What the fuck? Only if it's off. Does NAND power it natively? NAND does power it natively. What the fuck does NAND do? Alright, I should really... Before I try anything else, I really ought to look up what the fuck NAND means. It's on the tip of my tongue, but... NAND. Meaning computer. A logic gate used in processing a widely used type of non-volatile storage chip. It is short for not and. Yeah, that's about what I expected. What the fuck does not and mean? NAND gate. Basic digital circuit that evaluates binary signals, zeros and ones. It is the opposite of an AND gate, meaning it outputs a zero, false, only when all inputs are one, true. Wait. So this is kind of already a false function, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably an apt assessment. I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. And what the fuck is up with the ins and outs of higher numbers? Oops. Because these are weirding me out too. And if I try to plug any of these into a NAND gate, I believe it doesn't work. Yeah. What do I even do with this? Okay, so both things absolutely have to be true. And how the fuck does that explain the fact that, this shit... No, never mind, that's accurate. I think I remember some other bullshit. Probably making it up in my brain. My brain. Oh, my brain. NAND. Not and. So what I'm sensing is an AND function would function, it would output true if the input was true, whereas this outputs false if the input is true, and true if the input is false. So does that mean that I would be able to create an AND gate by connecting NAND into NAND? Does that successfully do hickey? It does not appear so. Okay, never mind, it does work. I just had to put it into both. Okay, so we've created what I believe is AND by putting not AND into not AND. Not AND equals AND, apparently. If I'm right about this being AND, I don't know, maybe this functions differently in some significant way. Maybe I'm stupid. Almost definitely I'm stupid. Okay, so the idea of trying to create not is probably out of the window. What about... Oh god, and or would probably be horrible. What about, I don't know. I don't know if I could really make any of those if I don't really know what I'm looking for. Like, will a function necessitate two inputs, or could I maybe make an XOR with only one singular one input? Is that a thing? Can that happen? I don't get it. Just to make sure that wasn't a fluke, that things do in fact function the way I think. Let's put another layer of irony in. Yeah, so that loops it all back around. So that is and. What would OR look like? Would I have to have two separate possible inputs for OR, with two inputs maybe looking like four of these one-ins? Like this is an input with four possible states, and this is an input with four possible states. But why couldn't I just have an input with one possible state into a singular? I probably could, I just have to work my way around with NAND as the base. What the fuck? This is weird. This is weird. I'm thinking, I'm using my brain. What the fuck do I do with this? I mean, how can I connect NANDs in meaningful ways if, I don't know, let's just try adding another. See what the hell happens. I probably don't even need this fella. No, that's just AND again. That makes sense. They both output the same thing. They both go in the same place. Alright, then let's get rid of this wire. Put another NAND in there. Is this gonna do the flickering thing? Yeah, it's gonna do the flickering thing. I'm at a loss. Alright, what if I put more in? Okay, let's simplify this. Let's get rid of this too. Let's really simplify this. Alright. Okay. One positive input. Oh wait, that's not even connected, silly me. One positive input comes back positive. Two positive inputs out of four comes out flickering. Three comes out flickering with maybe some variance. Four comes out negative. So really everything connected has to be true. And if I got rid of this, I am nowhere fucking closer to understanding or like knowing what to do, where to go. This isn't a game that has any sort of goal or ending or anything. It's literally just a simulator for logic. But I felt compelled to play with it. Even though I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Should probably disconnect that. I'm just going to confuse myself more. Alright. Speaking of confusing myself more, oops. Maybe I should just make this an AND gate. Or what I presume to be an AND. Alright. What if... What if I just want a single input to return false? Because, like, if I want true, that's easy enough. I put an in one, out one. This is true. This is true. It's 1 equals 1. But what if I don't want that? I can't just do 1 into both inputs, can I? Am I stupid? Have I tried this yet? Oh my god, I'm actually a fucking lunatic. I'm the dumbest man on earth. How the hell? I feel like I might have even done this earlier, maybe even before I started recording. But I don't remember. I am so stupid. That's such a beautifully simple solution, actually. Alright. What else can I do with this? What would and or look like? Alright. Whatever. I'm gonna stop recording. I'm gonna maybe get some thoughts on this, from probably my dear sweet mother, the genius that she is. Alright, bye-bye.